Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on Patreon exclusive. Welcome to A Few Minutes of Fresh. I'm the host with no name of the Hype Podcast, and we are here with DJ Oso Fresh. His claim to fame is over 20 years in the entertainment game. So we got a couple questions about our show lately, and we wanted to address those for all of our Patreon listeners who donate to us.
Our show lately?
Our show lately, yeah. People are wondering...
Because the old one sucked.
People are wondering... We have a natural flow to what we do, and they're wondering how we structure our show. They're asking if we write stuff down, if we, how many days we take to prep, how many hours, what does it take for them to learn how to structure a podcast?
So as it goes, it's like I'm a professional soccer player because I used to just kick this motherfucker in the leg all the time to make this work. So when it comes to doing the show, it's a real, I wouldn't say it's a quick process, but it's probably like a two-step process. So originally there's a formatting I'll do for a show where, if you're doing a show, write this down if you want a fucking podcast. This is how you fucking do it. Straight up. What you do is you come on, you announce the name of your show, you talk about what it's about, you say you're the host, you give your social media, and then you go and then you preview your topics for the day, and then you go into your first topic. Simple as that. That's just as simple as it can be done. That's how podcasting is done. That's not how we fucking do it here. But, we tried that. It didn't really work for us. So the way the show works now is he shows up, we sit down, we randomly bullshit about just life in general, and then we get to the topics we want to talk about. And if you listen to the show, there's a certain structure to the way the show is done. There's 3 topics every show. Now, it may not seem like there's 3 topics. It seems like we talk about a lot of shit. But there's 3 topics every show. So what we do is we go, this is topic 1. So he'll bring up something from his week. I'll bring up something from my week. That's topic 1. Because topic 1 is usually something that is very personal. It's very personal. It's usually going to be something from our lives that we want to talk about. Topic 2 is going to be something in the news.
Or something everybody's talking
something
about.
Everybody's talking about in the news or whatever. Topic 3 is going to be just this random shit fucking happened. It could be anything. I think last week I talked about my trip to Home Depot. But what we do is we figure out those 3 topics. And we halfway do the show, kind of, before we do the show. We work it out. Like some of the punchlines are established in advance. Like, I know I'm going to hit that. Now, there's a lot of stuff in between I just say off the cuff because I just say shit sometimes. But what we also do, and this is the real breakdown to the show. It's almost like DJing. You can take all my shit. You still ain't going to be able to do it, homie. So listen up very closely, and you can try this for yourself. So what we do on every topic we do, except for like the beginning, in the beginning with the personal stuff, that's kind of a back and forth where we help each other elaborate. Because storytelling is what makes a show work. Now, on topic 2, we choose a side. Because you have to have conflict to have a good show. There's no way without some kind of conflict. And our positions might be close to each other, but there's there's differences between us. And that's what makes that part fucking funny. And then the other thing we do, like in the third thing, we're just fucking off. I don't know what the fuck we do in the third thing.
It's a free-for-all.
But there's also 2 other important points to the way the show is done. We have to transition between our topics. So it's position
and transition.
Position and transition is how the show is done.
TM, don't steal our shit.
So that is how the Hype Podcast is done. In a nutshell, we could elaborate one day, but fucking why? And this is your Patreon exclusive with the Hype Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for A Few Minutes with Fresh. We're going to have exclusive episodes for our Patreon listeners every single week with different topics that we decide or that you decide.
We just they can suggest stuff.
They can suggest stuff. They can suggest
Does
stuff.
Does that mean you'll actually check the Patreon?
No, that means I will check our Reddit page. You can check our Facebook. They can call us on the Hype line.
We got a shitload of money on Patreon.
There we go. So make sure you check us out. If you want us to do movie reviews, book reviews, if you want us to review an item or a product, hit us up, and we'll do it right here on A Few Minutes of Fresh.
We'll review you.
Send nudes.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.